Well, Halar.
Oh, brother.
World's worst intro. Okay, here we go. So if you watch my Hobbit walk video, you might be aware that I hate working out. And in order to get myself to get more movement in, I have to pretty much gaslight myself into doing so. And one way that I did that is pretend that I live in a little fantasy world in order to get my steps in. Pretend I'm on a quest, like I'm Bilbo Baggins or Frodo Baggins. And for all intents and purposes, it kind of worked. I did get a lot more movement in. However, there is one conundrum that I faced, and that is if I'm going to pretend to be a little fantasy guy, I want to look like a little fantasy guy or girl. However, when it comes to workout gear or workout clothes, they're pretty basic. So I found myself running into the fact that, I don't know, I don't want to wear freaking like black leggings and a t-shirt every day when I'm working out. Yes, I can rep my favorite fandom in the t-shirt department, but that doesn't really help when you're trying to LARP your way to not being a couch potato. So this is something that's been in the back of my mind and also the front of my mind as me and my friends and followers have been discussing it. And as we know how social media algorithms work these days, they're spying on us. I received an ad for some very cute fairy looking skirts. And I was like, hold on a minute. That is a brand that previously emailed me a few months ago and I accidentally left on read. You see, ever since I reviewed Cider and Romwe, I get blasted with emails from fast fashion and medium fashion brands asking me to review them, and typically I don't respond, or I try to give them a rate so I can actually get paid for it, so I'm not just like, you know, taking it out of my own budget, my own eating money, and it doesn't usually go anywhere. And primarily it's because I don't really have an idea. I don't really like to just review anything. I have to have like an idea in my noggin what I want to actually present to my audience that is tailor-made for them and not just, here are some pants. This brings us to a couple months ago. I was like, hey guys, I know I left you on red accidentally. Listen, it's been a busy few months, but I actually have an idea and y'all have some cute workout clothes. Are you still willing to send me some stuff? So anyway, they said yes, and it is technically sponsored. Hallelujah, finally, someone's paying me for this. However, do not fret, I made it explicitly clear that I will be giving my honest opinion in this review. I will not be fluffing the truth. If I don't like something, I am going to mention it. I'm still gonna be honest too if I like something. I'm not gonna completely dog on it. We are going to be completely transparent in this review, and they agreed to that, which I'm thankful for. And honestly, I would not have agreed to this collab if they were like, no, we want you to like zhuzh the truth a little bit. So don't call me a sellout. I'm trying to pay my bills and feed my dog. Preamble aside, I do have to get the whole legal speak out of the way. This video is sponsored by Halara. However, everything that is expressed in this video is my own honest opinion. Yes, they paid me, but they didn't pay me to lie. We're good, we're good. Also, I would like to take a moment to convey what their mission statement is, what their goals are, what they claim to be as a brand, so that we kind of have a baseline of expectations. Their goal is to deliver top quality products at a fair price. They claim to be affordable but not sacrifice on quality. They say that they carefully select the fabrics that they use for their products to ensure softness, stretchability, and comfort yet breathable, while also remaining durable. And if you guys would like to see what the fabric details are, I'm gonna link that down below because they also provided that link to me as well. Now, I didn't just receive these items. I gave myself a little bit of time to test these products out before I gave you guys my opinion. That's one of my pet peeves about a lot of reviews. They just try it on once and then they give their opinion, which those reviews are valid, but since these items are supposed to be durable and great for movement and working out, I wanted to give myself a little bit more time. So not only did I use these while exercising, but I took them with me on a couple of my trips that required a lot of walking. So since I was able to wear these for a long period of time, I was able to form a more accurate opinion about how they hold up and how they wear. So first we're gonna start with the skirts. They sent me 4 skirts. Now I realized after the fact that I ordered more bottoms than I did tops, and that was totally my oopsie. I didn't mean to do that. But firstly, I ordered this skirt in 2 different colors. First is this bright red. Now all of their skirts are two-in-one. They have a pair of biker shorts underneath, and most of them have one, if not two pockets. Now, one thing though is the shorts with the shorter inseam underneath the skirts don't really have that much room for a phone. So if you have like a Pro Max iPhone, she's probably gonna poke out. I have a normal iPhone and it's a little bit tight, but if it's just for your keys and maybe your driver's license, it might be okay. It doesn't have a secondary pocket in the waistline like some workout clothes do, and there is no drawstring. This one has a wide waistband and there is a little bit of compression in the waistband, but not a lot. This specific skirt has an asymmetrical hemline. I believe it's called like a shark bite hem. So it has like that fairy feel to it, which is exactly what I was going for. And then I also got it in the dark green. Same exact skirt, it's just another color, and I got both of these in medium. Now, one thing that I will note about the skirts, and it's like that with all of these, is that I wish the inseam was a little bit longer, because if you do not have a thigh gap, you might run into chub rub. And I don't even have that thick of thighs, but I still ran into that issue after wearing one of the skirts for more than a few hours. In fact, I wore the brown one, which I'm gonna show in a moment. I wore this one to Denver Fan Expo and we walked like 4 miles or something crazy. No, is that crazy? Was it 4 miles? I have to check back on my app, but it was a crazy amount of miles we walked that day and my thighs were screaming by the end of it. I know they make some tape that you can put on the inside of your thighs, so if you want to wear one of these skirts and you foresee yourself walking a lot, maybe put some of that on. This one is probably my favorite. I wish they had more colors. In fact, I'm gonna check while we're here talking and see if there's more colors, but one pocket on one of the sides. This one is, I probably like this one more than the other two. I've gotten a lot more wear out of this one rather than the other two. And because these are solid colors, they're pretty versatile. I would say the red one is a little less versatile because it's a little more of a statement color, but the green one and the brown one are for sure very mixable and matchable with different outfits, especially if you want to make it a little bit more crazy and add like a printed top or a blousey blouse. And that's another thing too, is that even though these are designed for wearing outdoors or wearing while you're working out, you can dress them up and make them a little bit more casual for every day. And then the fourth skirt that I got is also a favorite. I would say this one is kind of neck and neck with the brown one in terms of my favorite. So this is also very much a skirt. So we've got the shorts underneath. This one actually has 2 pockets. There's a pocket on each leg. What I really love about this is the waistline. I feel like this waistline is extremely flattering and very slimming. And then it has a drawstring so you can easily tighten it or loosen it depending on your bloat situation. But I also got this one in medium. I believe all the skirts are a size medium and it fits perfectly. And I'm also thinking about getting more colors of this one because I think I got multiple wears out of this since I got it. And that's another thing, wash wise, it did hold up. There's a little bit of like wear on the drawstring area. Next, I'm gonna go into the pants. Now, I only got 1 pair of leggings and then a pair of longer bike shorts. So this is the pair of leggings that I got. It is a kind of a hunter or army green, but then the reason why I got it for its whimsical nature is this, it's kind of like a lettuce hem and then the bottom hem is like that. It kind of looks like leaves to me. It's very elvish. And that's what I love about it. And also one thing about the fabric is that at first I was a little worried because it's a little thin, but despite the fact that it's pretty thin, I feel like the waistband had just the right amount of compression. So you felt like you were like contained. And there are double pockets on each leg. There's this outer mesh pocket, which doesn't really hold much, but maybe you can put like your AirPods or something. But then there's a deeper pocket that a phone fits in pretty well. And since you have one on each leg, you can put wallet, keys, and stuff. It's just gonna bulge out a little bit, but that's just what happens with legging pockets. And then the shorts are very similar. However, it has this crisscross waistline, which is pretty slimming and pretty flattering for most people. Pockets are kind of, wait, are they the same? I haven't worn this one yet. This is the only thing I haven't worn. These are decent. I actually got this because I didn't realize that the brown skirt had shorts in it already. So I was like, oh, let me get some shorts to put underneath because I'm dumb and I can't read. Next we have tops, and I got 3 sports bras and 1 shirt. The first sports bra that I got is this long line burgundy one, and these have thicker straps, and then there's this crisscross back with like kind of a faux lace up. One thing that I will say, I really wish that the straps were adjustable in all of their sports bras. I believe some of them are, but for the most part, at least this style is not. I don't know how they would achieve that with the thicker straps. Maybe make it to where it's not a faux crisscross, but you can actually like tighten it, and there's another example of that coming up soon. They do have removable cups, which is nice because some people don't like that. Now, one downside to removable cups is they kind of sometimes get a little messed up inside, and you have to go in and like fix it, but it is good for when you wash it, you can take it out. It's pretty soft, and I would say that the fabric is pretty substantial. The seams are seaming. It doesn't feel cheap, it feels pretty substantial. There's also kind of a little dart on the side, which is really nice. Now, one thing that I hate about sports bras is that they smash the girls and then they kind of like distribute them weird. This kind of does that, but not too bad. That's just an issue I have with all sports bras, so it could be worse. It's my own little beef that I have. And then I did get another color as well, and so I got this light green, which is very cute, very Fairycore. So I really like this one. I specifically like to pair this with other greens because y'all know I like to mix and match my greens for some monochrome color blocking moments. So I do like these. I do wish they pushed the girls forward a bit more. I feel like you still get that weird like armpit boob situation, but if you're in the itty bitty titty committee, you'll probably be fine. But if you have bigger boobs, you might run into the weird boob distribution. Also, the fact that the straps are not adjustable might be an issue for you. Now, the thicker straps are great for support, but again, there's no like darting or anything underneath. So if you need undercarriage support, you might have some issues. I wouldn't call these high impact. If you're gonna be doing jogging or sprinting, you might end up clapping your own face, trying to put that delicately. For small to medium size girlies, this is probably a good find. Now, what size did I get? Oh, I got a small. What the heck? These are 2 different sizes. This one's a medium and this one's a small. Well, they both fit, but that's kind of weird. Wasn't me. I think I asked for a medium for both. And then the next one is a little bit different, and it's gonna be hard for me to hold up because it's very strappy, but it's this kind of tie-dye color, open back, strappy, kind of like corset back tie situation. This is extremely cute, and unlike the other ones, the straps are very, very adjustable. In fact, oh, holy mama, I did not mean to do that. It is a little hard to get on. You might get it a little tangled up, but once you have it on, it's very cute. The boob situation is very similar to the others. The only thing is the straps are very thin. So if you're worried about your girls needing support, you might be, I mean, this is sewn on very well. I don't foresee popping a seam on this. If strap width is a concern to you, this might not be the one for you. Now, I did see a seam in here that was a little bit loose. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, that's no bueno, but I will fix that. And then the next top that I got is a long sleeve one. I wanted to mix things up. It is this mock neck bell sleeve top, and I recently saw that there's like a lower neck cropped version in pink, and I was like, God dang it. There's quite a few items that I have seen pop up recently that I did not see before, and I'm like, ugh, wish I got that. But it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, I really like the detail, and again, it has that like whimsical forest fairy vibe to it, which I'm into. And this is also pretty versatile. It can go with any of the skirts, honestly. The fabric is actually pretty substantial. She's pretty thick, so this is gonna be really good in the fall and winter. That's one of the reasons why I haven't worn this yet, is because it's been freaking hot. So I haven't really had an opportunity where I won't die. But for fall and winter, even just for casual looks, not just working out, this is going to be great because I love the color. I love me a good brown. I love the whole lettuce hem thingy. This is a reoccurring theme in like a lot of the things that I got. And it's very stretchy, very soft, very comfortable. I haven't seen any popping seams yet. I haven't washed it yet. And you know, y'all know I'm a sucker for a bell sleeve. So all in all, I really love this one. It's one of my favorite things that I got, even though I haven't had a chance to wear it in the wild yet. It doesn't feel cheap, doesn't feel like it's bad quality. Oh, by the way, this top is a medium and the brown one is a small. I believe that's what they had left when I got it, but it fits pretty good. Okay, so the last two items that I will be covering are dresses. I wish I'd done more dresses because that's what they really advertise a lot, but I only tried two. So firstly, I wanted to go for a dress with like the shark bite or hanky hem. This is super duper bright red, extremely bright red. Funny enough, this is much longer than the skirts. In fact, even the shorts, like the inseam on the shorts are longer, which is good for like no chafy the legs, no chub rub. But there are some downsides. Now let me talk about the things I like first before we get into the downsides. Obviously the color is super nice. I really like this bright red. It's almost like it's honestly just primary red. The skirt is very lush and there's lots of layers to it. It has a lot of swoosh factor and it's very soft. I also really like the seam underneath the rib cage. I feel like that's very flattering in making the waist look small. Like I said, there's shorts in there so you feel pretty secure, like when you're moving around, you're not gonna flash anyone, get a ticket for indecency. Just like the sports bras, there are removable cups. But now let's get into the things that I don't like. The lining on the boobs is weird. I don't know why it has to be a different color. I think in the name it says it's a contrast, but I don't know why you would want, I don't think it's supposed to show. But one thing that happens, the way that they stitched the top, there isn't really like a good top stitch on this top layer. So what happens is this kind of rolls over, which is kind of annoying. If it was the same color, it wouldn't be as noticeable and it wouldn't be as annoying, but it keeps doing that and I don't like that. The next thing that I don't like, again, we don't have adjustable straps, which is not great for boob girlies who may or may not have boobs. If you don't have boobs, you might need to pull it up. Or even if you do and you want to like hoist them up more, you can't. And then we have the trifecta. We have thin little straps that feel like dental floss. So if you're packing in the tit department, maybe skip this one unless you want to poke an eye out. But if you are a pear shape, this might be ideal for you because of the longer inseam. You won't get the chub rub. And then you don't have big titties, so you don't have to worry about busting out of this. So that's actually what I would recommend. If you're a pear shape, go for this, or flat chested. Listen, I don't hate it. I will make this work. It's just not my fave, is all I'm saying. So the next dress I am actually currently wearing, and I have styled it with this little shawl situation because I hate my arms. Girl problems. And this is kind of like a corset style, milkmaid style dress. However, it is for working out. And one thing that's really cool is the V shape that goes down and extends all the way down to the skirt. That won't look good on everyone, but on the right shape, it'll be pretty flattering. I feel like the torso is a bit short, so if you have a long torso, this probably won't flatter you. It is stretchy, so it'll fit, but it may make you look stumpy, and it kind of makes me look stumpy. But I still like it because it's comfy, okay? I actually wore this twice while I was at the fantasy retreat that I went to. Because, fun fact, photographer uniform default is usually just wearing black. And this was comfy and it was hot as frickin' HE double hockey sticks. So this is breathable. It's easy to throw on, so I wore it. Another thing too, the straps are thicker than the other dress, which is nice. You have a little bit more support and stability. But again, we don't have adjustable straps, so you lose a point there. So my one tip to Halara is make more adjustable straps. Wherever possible, make the straps adjustable, especially with the dresses. If it's not possible with those specific tops, at least with the dresses. This too I believe it only has one pocket on one side. I'm like checking. And pretty short inseam, so again, chub rub. However, the way that this is built, I feel like this could get away with a longer inseam if they extended the skirt just a little bit, because this dress is pretty short. And if they were able to like extend the waistline, like extend the torso just a little bit and add just a little bit of length on the bottom, they could add a little bit to the inseam. Because another thing that kind of I run into with this dress is if you don't style it right, it kind of looks like a swimsuit, like one of those modest swimsuits that your mom makes you wear. So that is one thing. And I feel like if it had that little bit of length and it lengthened the torso, like it lengthened your body a little bit more, it would look more like those viral corset dresses that I've been seeing on TikTok that are probably made of polyester. But I would love that look, but in this material. So that's another idea, like make a dress that looks like this, but in this like workout material with long enough shorts to where we don't get chub rub, pockets on both sides. Now, another thing that I want to review is the fact that these dresses are able to open up in the back underneath so that you can pull the shorts down and use the bathroom so you don't have to get naked when you're using the toilet. Now, I like that idea. The actual execution though isn't the best, because in order to get it over your bum and like past the point where you're not gonna piss on yourself, you have to like really squat down in order to get in the right position. So, I mean, for just a tinkle, it's okay. But if you really need to get down to business on the porcelain, I just found myself just stripping, just taking the whole thing off because I needed the flexibility. I'm sorry for the mental image I just gave you right there. So those are my pros and cons and critiques. For the most part, I love everything that I got. I'm wearing everything, wearing it multiple times. Again, I just have a couple little critiques. I always have critique for everything, so I'm not trying to be like bad. But I actually was genuinely surprised with how good these items were. Not gonna lie, I was a bit like worried because of like the sales tactic and the website layout. It reminded me of some fast fashion brands that I've had bad experiences with, but these are actually very surprisingly good. I feel like they're a very fair price. I don't think they're overpriced and I don't think they're underpriced. They're kind of in that happy medium where you know you're getting something that's actually worth the money. You're not spending like $10 on leggings and you end up getting what you pay for. I've gotten stuff like at Old Navy and spent about the same amount and liked it less. And even when I got an employee discount, I didn't like buying workout stuff from Old Navy. So I would definitely rebuy from this website again, because all the things seem to be pretty good value, pretty good cost. Maybe a couple of the designs need to be kind of reevaluated, but other than that, anyways, let me know which item was your favorite, which outfit combination was your guys' favorite, and be sure to check the description down below. I have put a link as well as my code if you guys would like a discount, if you guys would like to shop. And I will also be linking all the items that are still available down in the description as well as my sizing information in case you didn't catch it, and my measurements. So if you guys need help figure out which size you need to get, I am more than willing to help and share that with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if there's any other like whimsical brands that carry like workout or at least workout adjacent clothes. I would love to try some other stuff and maybe reach out because I don't have the biggest budget. So I could be like, please. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe. And I also just busted my favorite tripod. So if you guys would like to support me, do all those things, hit all the buttons, type in the comments, go follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all of that stuff. I also have an Amazon wish list, which people keep telling me to plug it and I feel weird about it, but I am gonna be putting a tripod in there, a few. Love you guys so much. I guess I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.